Hey, I'm ChristopherJMUA and welcome back to my channel. Unless you've never been here, of course, then welcome. I'm so glad you've stopped by. So sorry we're starting this out on my phone. I filmed an intro for this video, but I have no idea what happened to it. I don't know where it went. So today we're going to be reviewing the Morphe X Coca-Cola 1971 collection. We have the brush set, the palette itself, the All Together palette, and we also have 4 glosses. So if you'd like to see what this collection consists of, see what the glosses, the brush set, and the palette looks like, as well as get my initial first impressions, then stay exactly where you are, keep doing exactly what you're doing, and keep on watching. So here's the brushes that come in the brush set, all 5 of them. We've got a shadow crease brush, a world peace blender brush, a blended fam brush, focus on hue brush, arch with them brow brush, and a unity brush bag. And this middle brush right here looks exactly like the very first Morphe Coca-Cola launch. And for all 5 of these brushes, they are $26 total. Not too bad for 5 brushes, in my opinion. Then we've got the Lip in Harmony 4-piece mini gloss set, and these are valued at $19 for all 4. Now there's all 4 gloss components, just cute little mini travel size looking glosses. And there's all 4 shades swatched. From top to bottom, it's Join Voices, Perfect World, Full of Hope, and All the Feels. Those top 2 are really close to the same. One's just a little bit lighter. Then we've got the star of the show, the All Together palette. And I want to kind of explain to you guys why the theme of this collection is what it is, so you understand kind of the colors of the stripes, the colors of the palette itself, and sort of the designs on all the components. And this is on the back of the unit carton as well, and it just kind of explains it. And what it says is, in 1971, in the midst of a shifting cultural landscape, Coca-Cola debuted a groundbreaking commercial featuring young people on a hilltop in Italy teaching the world to sing in perfect harmony. With that same optimistic voice, Coca-Cola presents the 1971 Unity Collection. It is a look at the past and a glimpse into the future with warmth, togetherness, and hopeful spirit. And I just love that because it represents literally the unity of America. Or, well, people in general, not just America. And now, let's see what the actual palette looks like. Oh, that's so cute! Striped, colorful Coca-Cola bottles and one beautiful one. I want that actual bottle in my house. I want to own that Coca-Cola bottle. Anyway, then on the back it has some ingredients as well as social media links and shows Coca-Cola Morphe up at the top. Now let's see what the palette looks like on the inside. There was a protective sheet, by the way, and here we go. Oh, wow. Okay, that is full nude with blue and green and sort of a Coca-Cola foam color, I guess. Kind of, sort of ish. I see, so we got our basic for everyone kind of palette. Got it. Well, now I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in so we can check out the swatches. Good company. That's the spirit. Oh, honey. Lovey-dovey. Perfect Harmony, 1971. Commercial break. Warm fuzzies. Join hands. Heart of Gold. Hilltop Hope. Flash forward. Iconic Italy. Grow with it. Bling along. Total unity. Loved up. And Poptimistic. Oh my goodness. Wow. That shade's gorgeous. And there you have it. There's every single shade from the Coca-Cola X Morphe in All Together eyeshadow palette. I'll go ahead and pop in some photos of the swatches as well, one with flash here, and one without flash here. And here you guys go with a video close-up of all of the swatches. And since we're limited on brushes today, I'm going to use the same fluffy pink brush and go in my color switch here and take off the orange. So I can go in with a little bit of the shade Total Unity, which is more like the melon pink kind of color. And I'm going to go ahead and pick that up and put it on the inner portion of the crease. Oh yeah, that's going to be cute. Ooh, it is super cute. Okay. Okay. Pink to orange is always a vibe. And now, again, for the sake of saving brushes, I'm gonna just color switch the pink one again. And now, I'm gonna use the shade Good Company, and that's the lightest, kind of yellowy white shade. More like a cream foam sort of color, if you get it. And I'm just gonna blend out both the pink and the orange upward toward the brow bone with this white shade. Are you guys completely bored with my method of eyeshadow application? Let me know in the comments if you're just, you know, tired of what I always do. I try to change up most of the methodology that I use when I'm doing my eyeshadow, but I can't help but always gravitate towards the same things or the same processes because that's what I'm used to. That's what I do. That's what forms the right shapes for me and my eye shape. I've just gotten this kind of standard flow that I go through, and if you guys are completely bored of that and want me to change it up, just let me know in the comments and I'll try to, I don't know, get a little more creative with things. Ooh, but I'm so excited for after September, guys. You have no idea. I have this entire list in my notes of all these different video ideas that are gonna take a little more time to create, stuff that I can't really make happen right now because I just simply don't have the time. So I'm super stoked to be able to have almost a full week every week to dedicate to these videos. And I have so many plans. And I hope you guys will enjoy the general direction that my channel goes. Still definitely makeup focused. Still definitely gonna be playing in all of the things on my face and body. Just a different vibe to some of those videos. Back to the shadow though. This shadow is doing a beautiful job at softening the edge of the orange and pink and the blend between the two. It's just lightening everything just enough up at that brow bone area. And I love it. Now I'd like to begin deepening things up. So I'm gonna use the red brush. This is more like a pointed, tapered, wide crease brush, kinda, sorta, if I had to give it a real description. And I'm gonna go into the shade Commercial Break with this one and start deepening things up. And with this shade, I'm essentially going to pull it all the way across, sort of giving like a halo effect. And I'm also gonna pull it all the way up to where it's still gonna show when my eyes open and I'm looking straight at you. So you just barely see the pink and the orange, and then it just deepens immediately from the pink and the orange. I love how I always explain what I'm going to do before I do it, and then I do it, and you see it anyway. I don't know why I do that. I guess I just want to be sure that we both understand. Since I've got a little bit of depth added now, I want to add a lot more depth. So I'm going to use the orange bullet crease brush and go into the shade Iconic Italy. This is the deepest shade in the palette, so I'm going to keep it very condensed and just keep a fine line all the way around from outer crease to inner crease. With the darkest tones as dark as I think I want them. Now it's time for shimmer, my favorite part. So I'm going to use the black flat brush this time, and I'm going to go into the shade Poptimistic. You guys know I've had to go into that shade since I first opened the palette and swatched it. It's just too beautiful not to use. So I'm just going to go ahead and start packing this all over the lid. Oh, that is gorgeous. Now I'm going to use the iconic shade 1971. I'm going to stay using the same brush. I just, of course, use my color switch, just take it off. And now I'm going to take 1971 and apply that about a brush width inward from the outer corner and inner corner. So about right here to about right here. That way the outer edges still have the purple base duochrome blue. The center will have this lighter, more solid blue, and that will just help further the illusion of a halo, or spotlight, if you will. And now for my last trick, I'm gonna take my ring finger and go into the shade Lovey Dovey, and she's gonna go right on the center of this halo. Spotlight, spotlight, not halo. This is a spotlight. And boom! Oh, right on the center. Now that the shimmer of the halo is complete, I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera and do all of my face makeup. So give me just a few minutes to do that. We'll come back, finish off the lower lash line, try out one of these lip glosses. I don't know which one I'm gonna pick yet though. And while I'm doing my brows during the off camera time, I'll use this angled brush too. It's not like it's a big deal, it's just an angled brush, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do all of that and I'll be... Say hi everybody!
Hi everybody!
You're so adorable. So as you can see, I've gotten all my face makeup done, everything is completed, and we are ready to finish off the lower lash line and the lips. As you can see, Madeline here already has some gloss on her lips. She chose the shades Full of Hope and Join Voices. She made a beautiful ombre on her lips there, or splatter paint, whatever you want to call it. It fits. Do you see yourself? Are you trying to hide? Okay, tell everybody bye!
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 We love you!
We love you!
Oh, you're so cute. Now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go back in with the orange brush that I used in the shade Iconic Italy. Go ahead and pull that same shade around from the outer corner of the crease area down onto the lower lash line. And with that applied, now I'm going to take this Morphe M507 brush and go back into the shade Oh Honey, the really bright orangey shade that I used in the outer portion of the crease. And I'm going to use the side of the brush that has the pigment thicker on it and flip that upward and just caress my under eye bags and blend that darker shade out with the orange. Easy peasy. Ooh, that is just perfection. Oh, that's gorgeous. I'm living for the blues, guys. And last, I'm gonna go back in to Lovey Dovey, of course, and use that as my brow bone and inner corner highlight using the Morphe M5326 brush. Another just flat kind of packing brush, should be great for brow bone as well as inner corner. Oh, I never did my brows. Yuck. Just enough of a golden yellow undertone to really fit the bill for this whole Coca-Cola inspired look. Okay, brow bone is perfect. Now for the inner corner. Oh, hallelujah, it's got some shine. And the eye look is complete. I'm gonna go ahead and go off camera, throw on my CoverGirl, the Super Sizer Big Curl Waterproof Mascara on my lower lashes, and then we'll come back to throw on a gloss. And I'm gonna do my brows off camera, because I can't stand thisness here. No. Eyes are done, now it's time for gloss. I still don't know which one to pick though. Not purple. The hot pink might be kind of cute, but I think I'm definitely drawn more toward the nudes for this one, of course. And I think I want to go with the more brownie nude versus the more pinky nude. So that is the shade Join Voices. That's the same shade Maddie was wearing. Oh, we're Twinkies now. And I'm just gonna put it right on my concealer and foundation covered lips. Why not, you know? Okay, looking pretty in pink. Yeah, I think that one was a good choice. It's funny though, because I actually picked the wrong one. Now that I look at them again, the more brown one is Perfect World, and the more pink one is Join Voices. So apparently, I wanted to go with the more pink one today, I guess. Ooh, that tastes really good. It tastes like vanilla pudding. Creme brulee, something like that. Anyway, now that I have tasted, smelled, and applied the gloss, this is the whole look. So what do you guys think? I think the whole look came together really well in the end. I really love this blue on top of this warm-toned orangey kind of crease. Really just the blues in general in this palette are gorgeous. And the standard normal Morphe quality that I personally know and love is there as well. Morphe is usually one of those formulas that I recommend for beginners or somebody that's just wanting to kind of toy with eyeshadow, because it's almost sort of like a fail-safe. They're not so crazy pigmented that you can't come back from it if you do build it up too much, but they're not so little pigmented that you have to build it up for 10 hours before you get any real payoff. So I think the Morphe palettes are really great for the price that they are, and I feel like this color story, more specifically, is one of the richest color stories I think I've seen in Morphe palettes. The range in this palette is just really nice. I think it's great for many different skin tones and many different types of people, and I think it's a lot of fun. I think the point of the whole collection is even better. I mean, just everyone coming together for a common goal, common purpose, just really hits home for me. I love that kind of mentality, and I think we can all do a little bit better job at being that kind of person for everyone else. I digress. Palette though, definitely do recommend. I like it. It's great for the price, and the richness with the color story is amazing. Then the brush set, to me, these are always worth the price. The value in these brush sets are always really good. However, if you already buy the brush sets from previous collaborations or collections that Morphe launches, you probably have versions of these brushes already. Now, I personally never tire of having more variations of these brushes because I will use them, but they're not necessary. You know, it's not like you need to always buy the brushes that launch with these collections. Then last, the glosses. Again, pretty decent for the price. They're a little bit sticky. I feel like if my hair were to touch this, it would just stay in it and never move again, but it feels nice on the lips. It feels good, and the pigment is strong enough that you can actually see it. I wish these two were a little more different, just so they weren't so close, but I understand one is more brown and one is more pink, so you might prefer that. But for them being a bundle and for the price that they are, for what you get, I don't think it's a bad deal at all. Speaking of not being a bad deal at all, if you've never ordered from the Morphe website and you want to place an order and get a discount, you can use the code GLAMFAM1222 to save $5 on a $10 or more purchase. That's not affiliated, I don't earn anything on it, it just shows Morphe that you used my code and gives me brownie points, essentially. So if you want to give me brownie points, I would be honored. If not, it's just morphebrushes.com. And with that, before we go, I want to know what you guys think. What do you think of this palette? What do you think of the collection as a whole? Is this your kind of vibe for a color story for a palette? Would you see yourself wearing this every day as your warm toned to neutral glam? Let me know down in the comments. You guys know I always love to hang out there and talk to you. If you enjoyed this video and this review, it would be really awesome if you wanted to click the little thumbs up right down there to let me know that you enjoyed it. Also, if you like this look and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and TikTok. My username is the same for everything. It's just ChristopherJMUA. And if you gain nothing out of this video, if you gain nothing out of any of my videos, please at least gain this. And that is to always remember and to never forget that you are absolutely beautiful. And I love you guys. Bye.